Has it been a long time since you were on Pinterest? Maybe you took a little bit too long of a break from your Pinterest marketing strategy, and your Pinterest account has been collecting dust, but you're ready to come back to Pinterest. Well, guess what? So am I. This is my first video in too long, so I'm really excited to help you restart your Pinterest marketing and to take you through the steps that are going to help you bring things back online so that you can start getting traffic from Pinterest once again. So, hey there, it's Natalie Bardo, your Pinterest coach. Yes, I'm back. I'm back to making YouTube videos. So be sure to like this video to encourage me to keep making more and subscribe to my channel if you haven't as yet. So maybe you're in a situation where it's been a minute or several since you've been on Pinterest. So let's go through the 7 steps that you need to take to restart your Pinterest marketing strategy and get back to Pinterest. So step 1 is to remember why Pinterest, okay? So why do we even want to be on Pinterest? Why do we need a Pinterest marketing strategy? So let me guess, maybe your site was hit by some recent Google updates and your traffic is falling out of the sky and it has not recovered. Maybe the Instagram algorithm has changed and you're just not getting the traction you used to. So what's the reason? Why are you here? You need to remember why Pinterest is the answer. So here, some quick reminders in case you forgot. Pinterest is one of the best ways to not only drive traffic to your site, but to help you to build an email list and to make sales. So unlike posting on traditional social media sites where your posts will only get views for a very limited time, whether that's minutes, hours, or days, Pinterest pins have the longest lifespan. That means the energy you put into Pinterest is going to repay you tenfold over time. And that's why I really encourage you to use Pinterest. And also, it's a search engine. So people are going to be able to discover the images and videos that you're creating that are linking to your products, your content for time and time to come. So that's why. But I want you to take a moment to think about why you want to be on Pinterest. I think a lot of us can make the mistake of thinking, I just want more traffic, right? Which is, at the heart of what the Google update is about. We're seeing this massive drop in traffic. So why do you need that traffic? Is it for ad revenue? Is it to grow your email list? Is it to get leads into your funnel? Is it so that you can make affiliate sales? I encourage you to sit down and not only think about why you need Pinterest, but what you're going to do with the clicks you'll be getting from Pinterest, okay? This is a really good reminder for myself, but also for you. Next step is to review Pinterest best practices. So what's changed since you've been away? Have you been gone for just a few months? Probably not much has changed. What about a year? Has it been 2 or 3 or 4 years, right? Depending how long it's been may determine how many of the best practices have changed. So if it's only been a couple months, don't worry, not much has changed. If it's been a couple of years, a few main highlights over the last couple of years have been that idea pins are dead. Hashtags went away. They're back and they kind of work, but I still encourage you to use keywords instead. Group boards still are not a thing, so don't worry about that. And I encourage you to not repin or resave the same image multiple times to different boards. The best practice here is to create a stunning image or video pin and link it to your content once. That's the best strategy. So if you have questions about pinning, be sure to check out some videos I've linked down below. They're going to help you to make sure you're in line with best practices. And I'm also going to link to not only the community guidelines for Pinterest, but some of their creative best practices so that you can, when you come back to Pinterest, make sure you're not breaking any rules. I don't want you to end up in the Pinterest spam blocker, but I also want to make sure that the images that you're creating, the work you're putting into Pinterest is actually going to lead to results. So check out those links. I want to make sure you are in line with best practices. Okay, so your third step is going to be logging into Pinterest. I know you may have clicked on the app and closed it, or opened the tab on your browser and ran away because you didn't want to see how things are going. But if things are going really bad with your Google traffic, and it might be, I encourage you to get back over to Pinterest. Can you even log in? Is your account still active, right? Do you have a completely different business model now, right? Do you need to create a new account? You need to figure that out. So go on into Pinterest, log in, and do a quick audit. Does it still align with your brand today? Is this the account you're going to use going forward, or do you need to create a new account? Do you need a Pinterest business account? You definitely should if you're using Pinterest for anything other than personal reasons, right? It's right in there with their guidelines, but also without a Pinterest business account, you can't get access to things like analytics, Pinterest trends, and some other features that you definitely want to use if Pinterest is part of your overall marketing strategy. You also might want to do a little bit of tidying up when it comes to your Pinterest account. Do you have personal boards that are public? Has your brand shifted? If so, you're going to want to hide those boards and make sure that going forward, everything is in complete alignment. I actually made a whole video about spring cleaning your Pinterest account, which you can check out right here if that's something you need. So go ahead, log in, reactivate if you need to, create a new account if you need to. And if so, I encourage you to optimize that account, write a bio in your about section, and also update your header. I also have a link down below to a header template if that's something you need, or board cover templates. Check down below. It's going to help you to get started. But the most important thing in here is to ensure that your account still exists and that you have access to it, because we're definitely going to need that. Okay, so moving on, our fourth thing you want to do is to go check your connections. So when we're using Pinterest, oftentimes we're not just using Pinterest, right? Perhaps we have plugins activated on our site. Maybe those plugins are no longer what they were when we first started using them. So for example, Grow Social Pro is no more. When was the last time you logged into your WordPress site to check your plugins to make sure everything is still authorized for posting to Pinterest, everything is still connected, and everything is still working? Also, are you using a scheduler like Tailwind? If so, what's going on with your account? Is it still active? Have you been paying your bill, or have you been using it? Do you still have pins scheduled? These are questions that you need to go and answer, because these are the tools and the plugins that you are going to be using when you bring your Pinterest marketing strategy back online, when everything is operational again. So up next, we want to move on to targeting timely trends. So what do I mean by that? Okay, Pinterest is all about thinking timely or seasonally, or focusing on trends. This is the fastest way for you to get a massive amount of traffic from Pinterest. Essentially, you are making sure that whatever you're saving to Pinterest is in alignment with what people want when they want it. That's what's at the heart of targeting trends, and why tools like Pinterest Trends is so important. So I want you to sit down, think about your content. What are you sharing on Pinterest, right? Are they blog posts? Are they digital products? Are they podcast episodes, YouTube videos? Whatever you're sharing, I want you to determine what is in alignment with upcoming trends. And if you need to go create some new content, I encourage you to go do that. You can target trends using the Pinterest Trends tool. Just remember, if we're going after any seasonal keywords, we want to make sure we are ahead. So think 60 to 90 days ahead. So for example, if today's June 1st, I want to be targeting trends that are in August, right? If it's September 1st, I'm going to be targeting trends towards the end of October and beginning of November. This is just going to give your pins enough time to be indexed and show up in Pinterest search results, and it's going to give you that nice boost in traffic. So go ahead, go look at your content and determine what is in alignment right now. What of my content are people going to be interested in? So think seasonally and think about trends. I actually have a whole video all about this, which you can check out right here, because the majority of search on Pinterest is seasonally driven. So why not give the people what they want so that you can get what you want, which is clicks to your site or shop. Sound good? You know what's next. I encourage you to go design new pins. So hop into your Canva account and I want you to do a quick review of your existing pin templates. So the best strategy here is to have at least 5 different, completely different templates that are all within your branding, like this example that I'm showing you right here. These pins are all within the same branding, right? But the templates are still different. So we want to make sure we have templates that are going to work for us. So you can also take a moment, if you've been on Pinterest previously, go look into your analytics. What are your highest ranking pins? Is there some commonality in terms of the pin designs that are getting you the most traffic? If so, you want to design more pins like that. So are those pins light or dark in tone? Are they longer, right? Are they video pins? What is the style? What is the trend for what is working, right? So when you do this, you're going to increase the odds of you having some successful pins going out. So once you've decided on the pin templates you're going to be using, I encourage you to go design some new pins for that content that we selected in our last step. And don't forget, when you're designing pins, to include some of your keywords on your pin image. That's just gonna help it to do better in search, okay? So we have made it to our last step for restarting our Pinterest marketing strategy after being away from Pinterest a while. And you know what it is, you need to start pinning again. This is so important. Do not wait, do not procrastinate, do not tell yourself that, oh, I don't have the right content or I don't have the right pins. Get started now. So even if that means you're saving 1 pin a day for this month, get started, okay? You can ramp it up later. You do not need to pin 10, 20, 30 times a day. That's a message for you if it's been years since you've been on Pinterest. Quality is better than quantity. So design some quality pins that are targeting the right keywords at the right time. And that is what is going to make the biggest difference when you're coming back and restarting your Pinterest marketing strategy. And you don't need to worry about things like group boards, all right? You want to focus on building your own boards, all right? How does that sound? So start pinning. And if you haven't been on Pinterest for a while, guess what? You can now schedule pins 30 days out on the Pinterest website. So you don't need a scheduler. But if you do want one, Tailwind also offers a free forever plan. So if it's been a while since you've used Tailwind, guess what? You can get started for free. I'll put a link down below so you can claim that free account. I hope that helps you to restart with Pinterest. I know it might have been a while, and I know sometimes it's hard to come back and start things up again. But if I'm back to making YouTube videos, you can definitely go back to Pinterest and restart that Pinterest marketing strategy. Don't wait another day. Don't wait another minute. And of course, I put links down below to other helpful videos and resources that are going to help you with all these 7 steps. And if you're feeling confused or overwhelmed and worried about your return to Pinterest and you need a little more help than this, I invite you to click down below and sign up for my free Pinterest masterclass, where I share the top 3 mistakes to avoid on Pinterest. We go over everything from Pinterest SEO to pin design, as well as a Pinterest marketing strategy that is not stressful at all. So be sure to click and sign up. It's a completely free class, comes with a workbook. It's going to give you the confidence that you need to restart your Pinterest marketing strategy. So let's get back to Pinterest, y'all, and let's start getting traffic to our site or our shop. I will see you right back here. And don't forget to like this video and stick around. You might find this video helpful. So bye for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's get pinning.